Here we are on Hastings Beach. The reason I'm going to do a monologue today about Lord Nelson. Significance of it. Use your imagination, and this is the victory. Now, Nelson was only 5'4" tall, but he got the heart of a lion, old Nelson. He suffered with seasickness all his life. He had God knows how many tropical diseases, which he always recovered from. He was an unbelievable character. He always led from the front. He saw battle over 100 times. When he lost his arm, they say he was back on deck half an hour later giving orders. Even when he got shot at Trafalgar, he was walking up and down on deck with all his regalia on like he was out for Sunday walk, you know. He was an unbelievable character. And this monologue, I call it his final breath. And it takes us through Nelson's more prominent battles leading up to the Battle of Trafalgar and Nelson's ultimate victory, but paying the ultimate price, where he got shot from a sharpshooter in the rigging of one of the ships he was tangled with, and that was the end of old Nelson, and I call it his final breath. Let's give it a go. On Chatham docks, aged 12 years old, to a life at sea he'd enrolled. His mother died when he was all but 9, and within 3 years he was towing the line. Into the Navy, he followed his heart, loyal to his country from the very start. 3 oceans sailed by 17, to die in battle was his dream. Up through the ranks, Nelson shone. He made full captain by 21. Leading from the front, he was void of fear, and ship after ship he'd commandeer. At Cape St. Vincent, he stole the day. He took 2 ships, the Nelson way. From one to the other, 'twas quite a feat. 2 ships of the line from the Spanish fleet. The battle was won, the sea then red, 3,000 men wounded or dead. It was on Tenerife, down at Santa Cruz. Nelson took a shot, and his army would lose. The battle there lost, to his frustration. Cold steel, pain now and amputation. Nelson, though, was tough, and severe pain he bore. He may have lost the battle, but he hadn't lost the war. The French and the Spanish then engaged at the Nile, a maritime massacre, Nelson style. Nelson shared his plans, and his captains knew him well. They took them from both sides and blew them straight to hell. A perfect Nelson tactic, with the finest execution. The Franco-Spanish Navy had now suffered execution. It was out at Copenhagen. The Danes put up a fight. 12 ships there were taken, but 11 he set alight. It was such a fierce battle, but came at quite a cost. Nelson took the glory, though many men were lost. Now Nelson loathed a man, and he loathed him from his heart. That fearsome French commander, Napoleon Bonaparte. He was planning an invasion on England's precious shores in a time as was known as the Napoleonic Wars. Over 30 ships assembled off the coast of Spain. Nelson and his navy would meet them once again. The day before the battle, there was tension in the air. Nelson went below, and there he wrote his prayer. Many wrote their wills and said their last goodbyes. The fate of old Albion in Nelson's hands now lies. He'd had dinner with his captains, where the final plans were laid, and to attack them in 2 columns, the decision he had made. On the morning of the battle, the winds were very light. Nelson sent his message, willing every man to fight. The cannons now are primed, and the drums begin to beat, as Nelson sails the victory towards the enemy fleet. Sawdust on the decks is now being spread for soaking up the blood when they're dying and they're dead. Every man now ready his freedom to defend, to fight for king and country, right to the bloody end. Coming into range, the round shot starts to fly. Cannons now are cracking and smoke fills the sky. Men begin to fall, wounded, dying or dead. Blood, guts and screams, iron, bone and lead. Arms and legs shot away. There's carnage all around. Cannons, yells and musket shot. There's the battle sound. Then Nelson gets the broadside upon the Boucanteur, a well-timed delivery from the wartime connoisseur. The French flagship crippled, chaos now ensues. Those Franco-Spanish allies this battle would now lose. But then Nelson takes a musket shot, and his lungs begin to flood. His backbone's now shot away, and he's choking on his blood. He asks a kiss from Hardy, his captain and his friend. One final taste of affection before he meets his end. He's told of a victory moments before his death. God and my country, as he takes his final breath. Thank you, his final breath, Lord Nelson.